Y'all is, what do you guys think is going on with JT the Bigga Figga? Something's clearly going on with this dude. And it seems out of character because I don't know JT personally, but I've been following his career going back to 1995. I've read his CEO manual, the free manual that he did. I go back to Game Recognized Game. I listened to a lot of his interviews, which was empowering. I respect the indie hustle that he's brought to the table. Like he gamed Daz Dillinger on how to get the independent money when he was stranded on death row. He brought game into the mix. He's done a lot of good for the game. But it just seems like as of late, he's going through the motions. I think what it is, number one, when he got shot in 2017, that's where he started changing. He's going through what I would call the Tupac phase. You know, when Tupac got shot, he just started going belligerent and going crazy at everybody. He didn't trust anybody. It left him extra paranoid. And JT seemed to be moving in that similar direction because he felt he was putting a lot of people in Atlanta on his films. He felt that he's putting a lot of artists on his films. He's putting a lot of artists in his music. So for him to get shot with an AK in Atlanta, the place that he's putting on, I think he feels a lot of resentment. So now he's been ever since then. He's been on the beef mode, going at J Diggs, going at Zoe the Roaster, going at Young Thug, going at Game, Snoop, Dame. I think it's also a case of where he also sees how the attraction is. Like he's basically doing the Whack 100 formula. Nobody knew who Whack 100 was until he started beefing with Tretch, beefing with beefing with people that were affiliated with Tupac, calling out fades, calling out fights every other day, posting outlandish stuff. He's basically following the Whack 150 Cent formula. He sees that works for them on Instagram and that brings more attraction and that further accelerates his ego. So now you got this thing going on possibly today where they set up this fight with him and Jay Diggs. I don't think it's going to happen. And he allegedly got the paws put at him by Zoe the Roaster. Now, I don't know what's going on with Dude. A lot of people saying that he's on drugs. But it seems like the way he's moving is very out of character of him. I'm not saying that he's soft. No way he's soft. He's a real Bay dude. But all this extra stuff, like disrespecting the dead, it's like a lot of people that's even followed him before, they're not really rocking with him no more like that. So I don't know what's going on with dude. I hope that he gets back to dropping the gems because he's very needed for the game. The independent imprint that he laid down is followed. Master P followed, and look where he at. Daz Dillinger, he saved Daz Dillinger's life when he was stranded on death row, and he put him onto the hustle. Got Game his deal. Put the Migos, Young Thug, and all those guys on his tracks before they got discovered. So I'm hoping that he gets a real sit down and talk about how he's moving. Because we don't need another legend to be lost in the game, especially what happened with Nipsey. JT is definitely needed. A lot of these guys in the Bay is definitely needed. We need unification at this point in time. So this is my opinion on it. Big shout out to JT the Bigga Figga, one of the most inspirational and empowering guys in the game right now. But he need to chill out on this stuff. So this is King Eric the Great signing out. Holla back.